and whew, still kind of recovering from that crazy game box he had there. And again, BMG ultimately pulling through the victory. So we'll see if they can keep that momentum up, or Team Who once again going to stall it and force the third game. I was looking at this with the bands. Kind of interesting. Warbeast, Moira, Clanks, and then Tremble. Now, Tremble banned by Team Who. That's kind of a first almost. I may figure that they, I guess, were worried that. I mean, Baltzar has played it before too, so making sure that that's not going to be the case. Clanks banned by BMG, kind of interesting too, I feel, but they perhaps wanted to leave open the flux for themselves, which they end up getting in the end.
Sure did, yeah. No, but just banning Clanks, I mean, they know that Certus is a very respectable Clanks player. Even though he wasn't very successful last game, they still respect it well enough to blind ban it here, because they definitely made their homework yesterday, seeing that he got up to that 600, 700 gold per minute mark, and that he is able to play it to perfection as well if he just gets that farm going. So not too surprising. I would say Meraxus and Engineer. Now this is interesting, because Meraxus and Engineer isn't necessarily the best combo, because you don't have any initiation. You can't, even if you're up versus just one hero, you can't, like, how are you going to initiate? Like, Meraxus can't get close, and neither can Engineer.
Hope they run into a keg stun.
Yeah, but usually they have enough distance in between, so even if you hit that kickstun, it's going to knock the opponent away from you, rather than towards you and towards the Meraxus. So this is a little bit iffy. I'm not sure if they have a plan going, or if they're planning on running Engineer some different place, but as far as the picks tells, I mean, it just feels like Meraxus Engineer in the mid.
Well, we'll see if they choose to run that in the end, and if they do, how that works out, obviously. But a good point definitely to bring up about that. And I'm also looking at the Engineer first pick by Team Who, and again, that's one of those cases, though, you definitely feel like where it's more of a response to the first pick Flux on BMG. Not that they're bad with Engineer. Of course, Shorecan has shown that he loves playing this hero as of late, and has played it very well on top of that. But a little bit of a reaction there, sure. But, man, look at BMG. What? Flux, Behemoth, and Magnus?
I've not seen Magnus in a long time. This screams team fight and AoE damage.
That's ridiculous. I mean, Behemoth and Magnus alone on the same team is so rare. You get alone with a Flux on top of it? How are they laning it is the obvious question off the bat.
BMG has the trend lately is to run Behemoth in the suicide lane. It's been quite successful, so I wouldn't be surprised to see it yet again this game. Yeah. And Magnus, as Root of Sea, has been playing at times in the secondary support role, so I guess it's like a pulling Magnus or something into the forest. They just go from there with a hard carry now onto Balthasar. But usually Magnus and Behemoth, usually it feels like one is enough, because as soon as the BKB timing is hit, both heroes are going to taper off at the same time.
Well, they get them both, and again, BMG all about that early game gank last game, so why not go for it once again here, perhaps? But that also comes over to Team Who, and how they're gonna look to draft here ultimately. Will they go a hard carry that really relies on more farm as the game continues on or not? Dark Lady, Doctor, and Oogie so far the bans. Obviously, both teams still need a carry, so not surprised to see pretty carry heavy. It is interesting to see the Oogie ban. Now, again, granted earlier, so apparently it is just that one skin that has that issue. All the others should work, so still could have been a valid option to pick up, to be honest. But, yeah, they will ban it out, so not going to see it here. Gemini then banned, but then Parasite, even the ban thrown out from BMG. So, yeah, he was still on the board, and hell, Ophelia's still there for that matter. We'll see if
Fuxen has been playing that hero quite a bit lately.
Has he? Okay.
Yeah, he actually has. I mean, they transitioned into the Ophelia, and they have been fairly successful with it. So it wouldn't be too surprising if he actually ended up going for that. But I mean, then that means that the Magnus, though, is going to have to be in some kind of hard support role, either that or in the farm role, and it doesn't. I mean, Legionnaire at least made some sense. Yeah, it's going to be Puppet Master instead. I'm surprised that they actually left the Puppet Master on the board.
Yeah, out of all the carries that were banned here, I mean, who banned Doctor and Gemini themselves, but yeah, you would think, honestly, instead of the Gemini, like maybe the Puppet Master instead, but they preferred those two, and even the Madman on top, which definitely BMG is known for running, but Puppet Master, he's just such a clutch hero, and carry role especially, in so many games, so.
Yeah, if this was a Midas suicide that Team Who was planning to run, this is going to be troublesome news, because versus a Puppet Master, 2 disables, it's just if Magnus comes in for a gank, it's more or less going to result in a kill on the Midas. The Puppet Master is just the most fearsome hero to go versus as a suicide.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, 4th pick for Team Who. Ooh, they like the Cersei once again.
Okay. I guess, but I just don't see the Cersei and Engineer working too well into the same lineup. They need something to, like, they don't have a fear factor right now in the early game. Meraxes needs a pole key before he can initiate. So it's going to be all about farming him up then. Versus this very aggressive Hellborn team with a lot of stuns, it's going to be tricky.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if they value the Cersei mainly a lot because of the Behemoth pick. We saw last game, Cersei is great against a hero like Behemoth because he goes in. Like he's in the front lines, he jumps in, and his skill set makes it for Cersei very valuable to take over and, counter in. So I wouldn't be surprised if honestly that is a reason alone why Team Who likes the Cersei pick. Again, because of the Behemoth. But yeah, it does mean now they got to do support once again, is the best synergy and whatnot, but
yeah, I see the arguments for it as well, but in the last game they had a Chronos to lock down the rest of the team. This time they don't really have anyone to lock down the remaining heroes, so it's going to be so much easier for the Legion team to just counter the Cersei or to stun her throughout the ultimate.
Yeah. Well, they get the Torture to finish it off here for Bad Monkey Gaming. So now back over to Team Who. They got a little bit of extra time still left over, so we'll see what they finish off with here. I mean, looking at the guys, so I mean, Carry is pretty much the evident here. But what carries the question? There we go. They like Sandra.
Oh, okay.
Portal Key Stopper?
Yeah. Portal Key Stopper. Yeah, that's a good point to bring up, but I feel like they have a little bit too many skill shots at the Hellborn team. I don't think like they have that reliable stun, that lockdown necessary. But I mean, Engineer and Samra had some really nice teamwork during game number 3 versus Team Disband. So I mean, they're definitely looking to do the same. Once again, I just feel like they might not be as lucky to actually get to the point where they get those kind of items once again on the Engineer.
Here we go. Game number 2 now coming at you. Again, between Bad Monkey Gaming and Team Who. Right now, 1-0 lead for BMG. Trying to finally secure their spot at DreamHack Summer 2015 in the 5th and final qualifier. Or Team Who, at the same time, trying to disappoint them and ruin those plans. So, Team Who. I always get antsy when they head in this direction. Like, are they actually going for Kongor? Oh my god, they're actually going for Kongor.
This is fun. This is so fun!
Oh my god. No way. This is going to be scouted. Torture's coming over as this Flux. It's going to be scouted, and this is going to ruin everything. Is it?
Do they? I think they see it.
They see, yeah. Now they definitely see. Oh, Sandwich is
dead!
Chain reactions, bloodlust kill. Oh my god. That could not have got any worse. Well, it could have, but that was bad. That was really bad.
I don't think they would have even been in time to kill Kongor. I mean, look at his HP. I mean, it's 20 seconds left before the creep spawn, and
this isn't a Kong. I mean, it's any team can really kill Kongor, so I guess I shouldn't say that. But yeah, that's not a team that screams Kongor either. I guess illusions are okay, and man, risky, but
damage though. Yeah.
Now,
all right.
I mean, the saving grace is that, I guess, again, it could have been worse, and they could have really committed to it. It could have backfired big time. We've seen that before. But they got bloodlusted, so that sucks. But at least they're able to get to the lanes before the creeps are there, and so that's kind of where it's okay, you know. But, yeah, giving up a bloodlust to the other team because of that choice as well is really painful. And I don't know what kind of items they changed up because of that, too. That's always the other thing as far as, like, skills and especially items that they get trying to do the Kongor. And you got Moraxis. He didn't get a hatchet. You think that in itself is probably because of the Kongor, yeah. So, but, hey, here's what it is. Life moves on. And you're going to have to for Team Who. So,
offensive tri-lane.
Yep.
By BMG. Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one. They got, or they don't, they haven't blocked the pole cam quite yet, so Cersei could potentially pull this one, which I assume she's going to. So the Legion team should probably try to prevent that, or prevent the Cersei from getting experience at least. But yeah, this is looking quite good for a Legion team. They are getting some farm onto Meraxis, and we spoke about that earlier, that it's important because of his early portal key. It's necessary. They don't really have anything else that screams solid stun here at the Hellborn lineup. But at this point, Engineer got the mines. He's trying to harass the Magnus there, as we can see, but
Not easy.
oh, look at Slasky, by the way. He dropped fairly low there.
Yeah, Volcanic Touch is doing some good damage here from Magnus, and actually is chasing down Engineer. I mean, he knows that Engie really can't do a whole lot. Doesn't have a kickstone, so he's taking advantage of that big time. So that right there is one. Now, granted, level 1 mines and Engineer isn't the most odd thing ever, but it's still, it's in this case, you probably would have rather got the kickstone. I think it's safe to say. So he has it now, though. But yeah, Magnus is managing very well for being 2v1. 1v2 more so. 11-0 creep farm gets more access to 6-0.
I don't know why they first picked those two heroes, Meraxis and Engineer. I mean, they can't do anything about the Magnus. Even though he's a melee hero, there's no way they can touch him.
Yeah, it's difficult, definitely. That goes back to the synergy of the heroes, as you're pointing out, definitely. And Cersei rotating over. Maybe with Cersei, but even Cersei, obviously, not the most guaranteed kind of stun either. And Magnus is going to be chased down. There's the kick stun. Easily stuns away, though. And going to head towards the haste route.
Experience on this. Or, I mean, so many last hits. Meraxis just missed 3 last hits, maybe even 4 now. Okay, he's going to get that one, but still, that's all. I mean, he's 200 gold per minute, and this is a 2 versus 1 hero that desperately needs farm. This is not looking good whatsoever for Team Who. Look at the Torture sneak in the mid lane as well. He's going to be looking to do something here. They got a haste rune onto Magnus.
I wonder if that courier would have spotted him or not. I don't think it did. But yeah, he's definitely setting up a flank right here onto Meraxis. Meanwhile, Cersei and Engineer, they're leaving. They're heading bottom, actually, and now they ran right past a ward of sight, so Flux is very aware that this is going on. And Magnus is also running over, so they're going to go for a turn kill. They're going to try to catch them off guard. Yeah, Flux is running in. There's a stun. Nice keg stun hit. Will kind of stop Flux from being the best assistance right here. He's going to chase down Cersei, but probably wants to go for Engineer instead. Yeah, Engie's definitely going to fall right here.
Another lava surge. They're going to get Cersei as well, I think.
No, he decides not to. Yeah, Flux wanted it, but that's a mistake from Magnus, definitely. And now, oh, he's coming back in. He will get the kill still. Yes, he will. Flux, oh, barely taking it.
Oh my
Pops the
God!
mana battery, is going to die. Minus, he gets the kill first. Double tap for Jim Carreyrou, at least. So, okay. I mean, really, that actually ended pretty damn well for Team Who, with him getting the double tap.
What's he doing, by the way? He's running back to the lane. Does he have a bottling coming? Yeah, okay.
No, he's just going to farm it up with that 10 life.
Oh, mid lane.
Mid lane, are they going to kill Torture? They are. Yeah, Torture trying to take it over in the meantime, and he's not as escape easy as Magnus is. So
this is exactly what's not supposed to happen if you're BMG, though, to give away those kills. Seeing as you're winning all 3 lanes, all you need to do is keep the game steady. And then suddenly it's just 3 hero kills for Team Who.
Yeah. Look at Puppet Master, man. 23 and 21. Baltazar just on top of creep farm here. And obviously the denies are doing fantastic too. Santa Wraith, he's level 4, but outside as he could be definitely. Tower middle lane. Meraxis kind of chasing back a little bit, but he's in trouble now. He has an Arcane Shield. That's not going to do anything, though, I don't think, against this matchup here. Engie goes down, and so does Meraxis. Well played by Make. As, oh, the Cersei illusion! Not going to be enough damage. That would have been fun. But, oh, the chain reaction's just missing there. That hit, I'm sure Lava Surge follow would have gotten the kill, so missing an opportunity to secure even more. But, hey, can't be too greedy. They got the 2 kills. They're happy with that. So that goes back to, again, now, once again, definitely winning the lanes here. And it's showing. The top 3 farmers all belong on the side of Bad Monkey Gaming right now. In fact, Baltazar is lesser of the 3. Surprisingly enough, as great a farm he's doing at the top lane. But bottom lane, Flux pushes them away. But Midas already came in. Is it going to be enough? He pushes them again.
Wow.
Oh my God, he lives. That was fantastic play right there from Boxy coming out.
Very well played indeed. That kill would have meant a lot for Hellborn team. Engineer needs those levels, he needs those marchers, but now going to lose the opportunity to get a kill onto Flux, big deal.
Yeah.
Oh, mid lane. Might be some action towards reporting in at least. Behemoth, by the way, he's been starting up here at the top lane for so long now, just staying in the forest.
Yep, I mean, Puppet Master's level 6. No, when he hits level 6, I'm sure that could be a kill, to be honest. Because, yeah, that should be more than enough damage for a kill. So probably just being patient for that purpose. Wouldn't be surprised. He is level 6 now. We'll see if they find that opportunity. Well, no, Behemoth. Instead, roaming backwards. Sandwraith, Sertis is definitely playing it very scared, as well he should, because of the circumstances. Middle lane. Mine comes out from BMG, scaring off Magnus a little bit, but only for so long. He's going to hide in the tree, so Cersei is coming over with that entrapment ready, but unable to catch anybody. Oh, maybe he will. Catches Torturer. Again, they need to be careful about Magnus, though. Eruption being channeled. Yeah, they spotted that, but too late. Moraxis gets turned on. He goes down. The chase was too much. And now Torture being chased, but again, Magnus still good to go, and here comes Behemoth as well. So the supporting cast might backfire for them. Maybe not, though. Midas comes in to help clean up. Nice keg stun from Shortcan as well. And Magnus doesn't have mana for another stun himself, but Flux trying to run in. They run into each other. Discharge comes out, release on top of that. Boxy says, I'm going to go YOLO right here, man mode. And is going to be able to pick off Cersei at least. No? Okay. Well, they get the kill on Engie, and he will get the kill on Cersei as well. Well played right there, actually. Knew that he had him killed. Wanted to guarantee the other, so fun sequence there. And the lead even grows.
9 players involved, even Samrath without his ultimate. I'm not sure if he ran or if he TP'd, but somehow he made it all the way down there.
And Puppet Master just farming away the top lane. 48 and 44. God. That's a lot of clicking, man.
Yeah,
8 minutes into the game.
Nice.
That's ridiculous. You have to be
He's got level 6 now as well.
a disciplined creep farmer to be able to do that, man. Middle lane, Moraxis. He's taking some good damage. Not enough, though. Magnus also going to be fine.
This is so iffy, the situation. Sanrif is here as well, but he's level 5, doesn't even have an ultimate. I don't know what he's doing, to be fair. Do they want him to transition into the mid, or... Okay, he's gonna run back to the top lane, but they need to make a commitment, depending or regarding the Sanrif. They need to make up their minds. What do they want with him? Do they want him to secure him farm? Because in that case, you need just get Puppet Monster and Behemoth out of your own forest. I know it's not the best to leave with Moraxis and Engineer and just run straight into your forest, but at this point, I mean, what else can you do? You got less than 100 gold per minute on your hard carry. 9 minutes into the game, you need to secure some farm for him.
That's pretty crazy, yeah. 56 is the record apparently on Puppet Master for denies, and he already has 48 at their laning phase. You know, a lot of people, obviously when a Conquer attempt happens and they got Bloodlust, again, it's not helping the situation. But I really think we're seeing the big picture here, though. Like, I don't know if that's really what is losing in this game, to be fair, for Team Who. It's the lanes, even whether they went for Conquer or not, if they set up the lanes the same, which they probably would have. I can't see it playing out much differently. I mean, the only difference that was really noticeable, I think, was Engineer would have had a keg stun instead of Mines first, which could have helped definitely against Magnus a little bit, but would that have been a big complete difference maker? Speaking of the middle lane, the follow-up, beautiful eruption on top of Moraxis gets the kill. However, he needs to get away now. Samwraith ports in with his Mirage, at least trying to take out somebody in return. Flux with the push, though. Going to kind of stall that a little bit. At least they did pick off Magnus off to the side, so they do make it a 1-for-1 exchange there.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm a little bit surprised that Puppet Monster hasn't been taking part in those team fights yet. I feel like if he could have just put it in right there, he would have had 2 free kills. But so far, just playing steady up here at the top lane. I guess he's going straight for that Assassin Shroud. Wouldn't make too much sense to go for the Whispering Helm if they want to keep the aggression up.
Wants to break that deny record, man. He's at 52.
Hasted Behemoth coming into jail.
Nice last hit right there against Moraxis. Able to get that. Sasuke, once again, the plate agrees. He actually just likes this, apparently. Remember, we talked about that earlier today on Moraxis.
And Puppet Monster's going to go for the Whispering Helm on top of things, so he's possibly looking to transition onto his own side instead. He has to keep farming.
Yeah. He's still up here, so yeah, that can't be the most sneaky without the Assassin Shroud, but seeing if they can maybe get this Moraxis hanging around a little too long. Got to be careful with that Arcane Shield, though. Oh, they also see Cersei running over. Man, that was close. If Cersei, she doesn't know how
mid lane?
close she is to danger. Middle lane, going to be fine.
He hit Lion's Pride, but he didn't throw out the golden salvo onto Magnus.
Uh-oh.
Alright, top lane.
Yeah, now here comes to the top lane. There's the lockdown on the Moraxis as Puppet Master gets stalled initially, but it doesn't matter. 4 players are here, jeez. They collapse on a Moraxis, get the easy kill. Magnus farms away in the middle lane, so nobody on the bottom side of the map right now.
Yeah, Magnus is gonna run straight into, okay, only 1 mine, but this might be enough to get a kill.
Not enough in the end. Midas couldn't get there in time to assist. And now Magnus has his team backing him up, but again, look at how deep they're going. Sandwraith, he's like, what are you guys doing? I'm outside of my base. 11 and a half minutes into the game, he gets picked off. Cersei, the real one, gets pulled back in with the discharge. Midas, a beautiful transmute on 3 heroes. But more of a very defensive transmute at that. Now the Fissure stun actually hits 2 heroes. They also catch Engineer off to the side of Puppet Show. And he goes down as well. Moraxis, Matrax explosion. They take out Magnus. Moraxis though going to be locked down by the Puppet's hold. He pops the Arcane Shield, but I don't think it's going to get a buff from anything. In the meantime, Flux off to the side, barely alive, not for long though. It's just a cluster of a fight right now. And it looks like the Hellborn team is going to finally start scaring them off. As Behemoth on the run here, but again, got what they came for in that sense. Puppet Master raising the GPM up even more. Behemoth, is he actually going to live? He's going to live. And a regen. How convenient.
Oh,
that's cancel.
Nice one.
Well, they stopped it at least.
I don't think it's going to change too much. They might have overdone it a little bit, but in the end, I mean, they still got a lot of kills out of that. So back to it once again. Midas 300 gold, but they just don't have that solid stun. They don't have that fear factor right now. They need a pull key onto Moraxis or pull key onto Midas, and even if they get the pull key onto Midas, he's still going to need someone to like land a stun before, because it can be tricky to hit those Lion Pride and the Golden Salvo on a moving target.
Yeah. Oh, NG went a little too far up. Oh, Cersei taking over Magnus in the meantime. Stuns back in, has the eruption. Yeah, it's not going to happen. There's way too many heroes there. You might as well try, I guess. You know, they only have it for so long, but no chance really. The impalements taking him down. Will stun away in the last second and is going to live in the end.
Discharge in 2 seconds. But,
oh, yeah. A little too far away now. So BMG not afraid, though, to keep making fights happen. They're comfortable with their team fight potential, as they should be. Obviously, Sandwraith is what Team Who is going for with their strategy, and it's just not doing anything here. I mean, to see Certus earlier, and again, we've known even yesterday and the Dead Bounty League, I mean, he is a carry player, fantastic, always does well for them, but this back-to-back games, man, they have just addressed Certus specifically, and he hasn't done anything on either Clank's last game or Sandwraith this game. So you can tell once again that BMG had a very clear strategy coming into today's matchup. Magnus stuns in, saving Behemoth, also going for the turn kill. It's not going to happen though. Magnus goes down instead, and now Behemoth just trying to get away. I think he will in the end, but
nice kill. Where's the Zamorph ultimate going?
Nice, yeah.
Oh, that's a nice kill.
Well,
they're actually making their way back into this game.
Yeah.
It's not too much of a difference in experience anymore. It's 4K, which, yeah, it's quite a bit for a 50-minute mark, but still, I mean, it's definitely better than it was 2 minutes ago. So, Team Who is definitely stepping up this time, at least. Different from last game. I mean, last game that we weren't really like making this kind of commitment as a team to like go for these kind of gank attempts, like go into the enemy force. But this team, or this time, they're definitely doing it. The communication is a lot better than in game number 2, and they're finding those very, very well-needed kills.
Middle tower going to be pushed as well from BMG, and no restraint whatsoever. You know, Team Who really almost feeling forced to group up already at this early on in the game and be protected, and that's never a good sign either, unfortunately for their sake. Even look at what Sandwraith is going, by the way. I mean, Abyssal Skull, it's like...
Oh, dive at the bottom.
He's so far behind, I guess so, but bottom lane, Behemoth. He already fissure stunned right there. Not going to chase. There is a mine trap off to the side. Is there 3 mines? Level 3. Good amount of damage. But not going to catch the one.
Unfortunate. BMG playing it safe for now. There we go. Portal Key picked up on Magnus and Midas at the same time.
That's scary. Again, usually heroes that you maybe see individually in lineups, but together, the potential is definitely extra scary, especially when they both got those portal keys at this early on. But yeah, what do you think about the decision from Samurai to go an Abyssal Skull here? Is it just because that's how behind they are and figures might as well get a team fight item?
Usually you want to go for the Abyssal Skull as a source. It's just one of those items that goes very well with your illusions, but as well as supporting, of course, the Zanruf. So I'm not 100% sure. I almost feel like they need to go for a little bit of a risk at this point on the Zanruf, like go for something a little bit greedier. I know that they went for Thunderclaw in their series versus Team Disband, and even though I might not necessarily see that Thunderclaw being the best item, and it's way too far off to go for a Mock. But I don't know, Nullfire, go for Energizer maybe, into the Mystic Vestment. Just try to be active with your team, go for team items.
Alright, well.
Something like that at least.
Yeah. The Steam Boost, and again, at least would try to finish the Abyssal Skull, I'm sure, but we'll see how he progresses from there. But again, clearly this just goes back to the struggles that they are having here. Top lane, Magnus kind of toying with Moraxis a little bit, stunning him as the haste rune though, so not really too concerned about getting turned on there. They denied the bottom tower in the meantime. The Mind Trap, it looks like it was walked over. I don't know if that was actually Puppet Master taking some damage from it or if it just got something else. But anyways, no longer there. So doesn't have to worry about it. Did he just get a full Assassin Shroud? I think so, yeah. That's coming out. So 400 gold per minute will do that, though. Midas, Jim Carreyrou, it's 6-0-1. I mean, he's definitely the one really nice factor here.
Yeah, just as in the series versus Team Disband where he didn't die a single time, he's keeping up the Midas streak.
There's the portal keys, though, coming into play. Magnus, he has a level 2 eruption. He's level 13 right now. Jeez. It's hard.
I love seeing Magnus in those roles, by the way, like solo mid. You just get those early levels for early portal key. I don't know why people stop running it, but I feel like it's so effective. I hate seeing him in the secondary support role, but I love seeing him in these kind of carry roles.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Now, Cersei's going to take him over, though. That's big. He missed the Lava Surge stun, though. Or maybe he did hit it. But anyways, he's chasing him down. Double damage and activated on both. It's kind of funky. Oh, one more auto attack. Not enough as he has another stun for stun. He didn't use it in time. Man, he should have really just stunned there to stretch it out. But in the end, Magnus makes the getaway. Bottom tower goes down. Moraxis pops his Matrax, thinking that they were maybe going to go in. Puppet Master, though, he stays around, gets the quick kill on a Cersei. You see Hugo Pick is like, go! Where the hell's my team at? Finally they go. Samurai jumps in. Gonna try for a big fight right here. Transmute, it does not connect on a Puppet Master. And you see right away, he was like, we don't want to fight this anymore. Maki, in the meantime, actually gets picked off. He was found in the middle there. Still hanging around, so. Again, back to at least there's something for Team Who right there. But falling back to base is BMG. How do you activate mine? Oh. You can actually just blow them up yourself now, right?
Yeah, I think there's something like that. I haven't actually played it since the change, but I know there's been talking going around about that subject.
Yeah. Maki is confused. I believe you can activate it now on your own with the change, and the benefit of that is that if people try to kite them away, then you can just explode them instead of preventing them from kiting it. So smart strategy, definitely. Clearly it got Magnus there.
I would love for some offensive wards now from the Legion side, just take control over Hellborn Team's forest. I mean, seeing as they've got a Flux level with level 2 ultimate and a Magnus with an Eruption and a Portal Key, don't really see the Hellborn Team winning any team fights as long as the Legion team is together as a 5. So just get some vision up and get the ganks rolling.
Oh, Behemoth doesn't have a Portal Key. Okay. I thought he said he purchased it earlier. That caught me off guard. Yeah,
no, it was...
Okay, that was Magnus that got it, yeah.
Yeah, and a Midas. Magnus and Midas.
Oh, and Midas has one as well. Okay, that makes more sense. All right, Magnus, by the way. Oh, boy, he's jumping in big eruption. He could have actually stunned Moraxis as well, but guaranteed the kill onto that struggling Sand Wraith. As Midas is going to try to counter right here, but Puppet Master quickly to stop that. However, not able to turn for a kill. As Midas, does fall back before. So middle lane, Magnus stunning in though. Catches Midas here. Yeah, not enough follow-up though. 21 minutes
It really
though.
feels like this Magnus on Maki. I mean, he's been playing really well, and I like seeing Mighty Marcus in those kind of positions as well as that Magnus, because that's what he used to play back in old Shrek's Lab when he was on that team. Seeing as ever since he transitioned into BMG's roster instead, I mean, just being those kind of suicide lanes, not really those kind of gank heavy heroes, but you can see that this guy, he's very comfortable with those kind of active heroes.
That he certainly is. Meanwhile, Engineer running uphill, runs right into Puppet Master. He dodges the transmute though with the Assassin Shroud. Energy field goes down, but down goes Engineer in response. Behemoth, they do get the kill on a Midas, and Puppet Master doesn't care, running right through it. Now they jump into Sandwraith. Sandwraith again going to fall. His 5th death of the game. Cersei ain't gonna happen, they say. Tablets and Ford preventing taking over, and Cersei is picked off. Moraxis getting away in the background, so preventing the genocide at least. But again, more damage done by Bad Monkey Gaming, and the lead just getting bigger and better, and it's just nothing has really been able to be going here. It's getting very similar to last game, but the biggest difference is that BMG actually has a very scary carry that is on top of farm and has a Hellflower, in fact, just about finished now.
Yeah, 500 gold per minute, and Flux isn't doing too shabby himself, but I don't know, the draft feels so different from the Team Disband series. I feel like Team Woo's, like when they were ran the Sandref last time, it just made a lot more sense. This time, I mean, Morax's Engineer first pick, that's a really iffy lane, and then combined with a Cersei and Sandref lane, it's so risky.
Oh man. Well, they also have great Wombo combo they showed off right there. That is going to do it. GG, well played. Bad Monkey Gaming are going to DreamHack Summer 2015. It wasn't easy, but they do qualify in the final qualifier, and Team Who will fall just short. So valiant effort, definitely. And as far as Team Who is concerned, I really look forward to seeing more of them in the future. They're clearly a team that's clicking lately, and definitely expect big things from them. But Bad Monkey Gaming, the defending world champions, will be back, or will be going more so, to DreamHack Summer 2015. And whew, man, that's got to be a sigh of relief for those guys.
Oh yeah, I'll count on it. Especially now with the Thai teams as well joining in, Acer D-Dog and MMR. I think it's a good thing that BMG actually made it in the end, because they are, like you mentioned, the former world champions, and I mean Thai teams especially, they are going to look to beat BMG at the event. So yeah, it must be a lot of pressure being released right now from BMG.
Yeah, absolutely. That's got to be feeling good for them. Again, as far as Who's concerned, I really look forward to seeing what they can do in the future, but falling just short. And that is it as far as qualifiers go. So Bad Monkey Gaming, they'll be joining what was Fresh, Sync Esports, Nullstone Gaming, and Reasoning Gaming as the other 4 teams. So, yeah, 1 second to your guys. As always here, especially now that they just qualified, let's go ahead and join their Skype. Get some reaction from these guys.
Roger that. You fixed me an invite as well?
Yeah, definitely. I'm still getting it myself, so once I get that figured out here, and then go on from here. So, both of these teams, obviously, they are still in the Deadeye Bounty League with that said, and both of these teams actually still have a matchup coming up for the Deadeye Bounty League that's pretty damn important. So they have to now keep that in mind as well, even for Team Who's sake. But, all right, looks like they're giving me a call, so I'll get you in here as well. 1 second. Oh, nope, don't want to do that. Turn that guy off. All right, I'm going to go in there. I'll get you in 1 second.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh. Hello.
Breaky.
Hello. What's up, Breaky?
There we go.
Hello.
DreamHack Live.
You guys are going to DreamHack.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That must feel pretty good. So, yeah, reactions. I mean, were you guys cheering and everything? You happy? Excited?
Of course.
I think we were way more excited after the first game.
Yeah.
First game was so fun.
Man, that was Okay, so let's start with that. The first game, what the hell? That was we were criticizing you guys, saying that this was an awful idea, and I think there was a little bit of warrant for that, to be honest. But it worked. then Boxy gets 10 kills and everything's fine. So Fusen specifically, what was the idea with that strategy in that game?
Basically, if you box out the Chrono Suicide, which we didn't really do because we lost lane control, thank you to Root.
What?
He was level 1.
He was griefing. Anyways, if we completely box out the Chronos Suicide, which is definitely possible with 3 heroes, then Chronos has no levels to fight us. And Legion rotates into jungle, which is fully stacked. And then Legion gets a super early PK, he just snowballs. They have nothing to fight because they have 2 supports. They had NG and Cersei. No, they had Cersei and Empath. Empath is pretty weak at fighting anyways, and so is Cersei.
Okay.
Chronos was under-leveled because of being boxed out. And then they have a Flux and Clanks being kind of farmed, and we have like a really strong early game lineup. So technically, if we do it properly, we can snowball out of control and just turn the game into a killfest. Sadly, we kind of failed in the beginning because we played awful, but we made it work, I guess. It should be much prettier if it's executed properly.
Yeah, no, that was it was a scary start, no doubt, and it seemed like he
Yeah.
was looking pretty good there early on. But yeah, once he got rolling with that portal key, got a couple of kills, it clearly started to take off, and it was a lot of fun to watch, no doubt, as a spectator. So I wanna kind of touch on in general with you guys. It's no secret. Well, for one, you guys are the defending world champions here, and coming off the World Finals and everything, you had a great time with that. You guys all, you enjoyed yourselves as you should have. But it seemed like things were shaking up a little bit. Of course, replacing Krake with Maka here, formerly Mighty Marcus. It seems like things were shaky in the beginning. Things were kind of off. You're losing some matches, really getting people talking. And here you are, just barely qualifying for DreamHack. Are you concerned going into this DreamHack event now with this how things have been going lately, or are you confident that you finally have kind of found your guys' groove here?
I guess I take this. I mean, I think we're playing much better right now than we did a few weeks ago. And I guess right after Thailand, we were kind of not so focused and just kind of riding the victory and not really. I mean, we cared about winning, but I guess people were just kind of burned out from the whole tournament and like staying up watching replays and etc.
I am still burned out. But...
Yeah. And then like we switched things up with Mighty Marcus, and we had some problems with Krake. I'm not gonna go into that, but we switched up with Mighty Marcus, and it was like a different playstyle. And it's just like before we were kind of limited in some ways, and now we were kind of limited in other ways. But like we had to change how we played. Once we figured that out, which we kind of have now, things started going better again.
Yeah.
I just want to make it like I don't know, I saw comments, but I cannot obviously. If you have a replacement and the team is not doing as good as it used to do, then the first thought is, oh well, it's because of the replacement. I just want to make it clear that I think we would have done worse with Krake without the change.
What the flame?
No, I'm not flaming Krake. I just think that team, like that 5-man roster, was burned out, and we had no motivation. I had no motivation.
Okay. That's
And
fair.
the playstyle, we were getting predictable. We wanted to change our playstyle. We couldn't because we had some limitations. Krake didn't completely agree the way we played. It just wouldn't have worked out. And I personally still lack some motivation, to be honest. And we are working on it. Thank you, Boxy. But with Make, Make as a new player, I'm way more motivated than I would have been with Krake. And I'm still should try harder than I am. But yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted to say that it's not because of Krake. There are multiple factors. I am not as motivated. People don't have time. Balthazar is working and studying at the same time. He didn't used to work before that. Boxy hasn't played the TMM in 3 weeks because he has to study. And then, obviously, we haven't really. Boxy said we figured out our playstyle. We haven't really figured out playstyle yet. More or less. But it's in the past. Qualifiers, the drafts were a bit experimental, and they are still.
Well, I mean, we never tried. Like the things we played today, we haven't really played before ever either.
With
but-
this roster, yes. So we're still not sure what works, what not. I mean, I have a good idea, but still, it's a long road. And when you have a roster change, especially when you play together for a long time, it's hard to move on from one thing to another. And obviously, when you get a new player, it's, you have to change your playstyle because you can't get the same exact player in terms of playstyle.
I also think we needed those losses to improve as a team in general. I think losing is the best way to improve.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it too.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Make, are you there, by the way?
I am here. Hello.
Hey. So here we are talking about you. But you are here, so no. But how has it been for you? You as a player, how has it been playing with BMG and being part of this team now?
Well, it's really fun, and I am enjoying myself. But I mean, when I joined the team, I was a complete different player. I mean, we had completely different playstyles, and then we just, I mean, we fit something in together, so it worked both ways, and
Yeah.
it got good.
Yeah, we're still working it. But
Yeah.
You're improving every day.
Very cool. Why the name change, by the way, to Make?
I mean,
I mean, everybody is
matter.
kind of called in Macke.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah,
calls me Macke, so
okay.
just fuck it.
Got you. Okay.
Let's fuck it. Let's go.
That's good attitude. I like it. All right.
Huh?
Have you been to LAN before, Make?
Ogreland?
Ogreland. No, but I've
boot
been
camp
to
where
DreamHack.
everybody got worse.
Yeah, I've been to DreamHack, and I haven't played at the LAN as a player, but I've been there. Yeah, but no, I haven't. Played.
Okay. So are you excited for that then? It's a
Yeah,
different
I'm
experience.
I'm super pumped.
That's cool.
I'm actually really excited.
Good. Yeah, it's hitting me more and more now that we finally have the 5 teams, and I'm sure you guys have heard as well by now. MRR and Acer Dog, the teams from Southeast Asia that qualified, so you guys know for a fact that they're pretty damn good themselves.
Yeah.
This is
We
going.
haven't faced Acer. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I just
Yeah,
wanted to
we
point out we
actually-
haven't faced Acer Dog yet.
You-
We didn't face them in scrim.
Okay.
Thank God we didn't.
I mean, we didn't play
They
Sync.
play
They
so
beat
bad.
Sync, yeah. So
I mean,
we didn't
it's
play
gonna be
Sync
fun.
either.
I think
so.
Sync lost that game and not Acer Dog won it.
no, that's fair.
It was rather Sync losing it for themselves than Acer Dog making big plays, in my opinion. But
But
sure,
even,
they're a good team, sure.
yeah, but I mean, even so, obviously, then you got all these other. You got Nullstone, Fresh, Sync, and Recent Gaming. So we got one of the better LAN events we've ever had, honestly, in my opinion. And
Probably
I
Cats.
wanna see a recent
Rush.
versus Thai team matchup when both teams are just 5 people running around with 10 creepies.
Never showing on the map.
Yeah.
that's good times ahead. But no, it's going to be a great event. Can't wait for that. That's going to be a lot of fun here. Snooey, you know what? You're on here. Do you have any questions for these guys?
Yeah, I am. As a matter of fact, I do. I have a few actually, and I would like to stay on the DreamHack topic, if that's all right.
That's fine.
But I would also like to jump a little bit in time here, just quick. So bear with me. In before the Hunter Season 3 World Finals, it's safe to say that you guys as a team, BMG, went into that event as a little bit of an underdog. You weren't necessarily the favorite to win. But now when we're heading into DreamHack Summer 2015, you guys are more or less the team to beat. At least the Thai teams are going to feel that way, coming all the way from Thailand to Sweden, because you are the former world champions. Do you think that this is going to affect the attitude that you guys were having in before Thailand and the attitude that you are now going into the DreamHack event? Do you feel like it's going to affect you in any way, put any pressure on you guys?
I mean,
Ruth, wanna take that?
Sure, I can talk about it. Personally, I mean, yeah, friends and family, they talk about it a lot. I became a world champion, and they every time I meet them, every day, they're like, "Oh, congratulations again." Online, I don't feel it as much. I don't feel it the same way when I'm playing. I can't really talk about my team, how they feel. But I don't see us being the favorites to winning the LAN. I think we are one of the favorites, maybe. There's a lot of good teams there, so yeah.
So you're just going to go into the event just like normal, just as when you guys went to Thailand, more or less. You're going to be focused on winning, but you're not necessarily going to feel too much pressure.
Yeah, I don't feel like
I-
anybody is pressured to defend the title, but we're gonna do our best. And I think I mean, I think it has proven that we're not like clearly the outstanding
Number
best
one.
team since we
Yeah.
qualified in the last qualifier, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
All right. Second question. Seeing as you guys were able to, win the world championships, it's safe to say that you guys got a very positive experience with LAN events itself. Like, what did you personally feel is the biggest difference? I mean, you mentioned your family and all that kind of stuff, but is there anything else, like, more specifically when it comes to the game itself that differs, like online games and LAN events?
The sound around you.
Yeah.
So much louder.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to focus
Like the-
sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know. People react just like half a second faster every time. Like when you're saying something. Like, I don't know what. Yeah, it just gets to you easier. I think. There's
When
way
it
less
comes to
distractions.
draft and like play style, I mean, I know for some teams, which we have seen at LAN events, that they're all like gathering around one player and they're standing behind that player when he's drafting, that kind of stuff. Is that something that you guys are looking into, or you like more you're just gonna go do your thing?
I mean, if you talk through a headset, you still hear each other. Use the speech.
Yes, that's true, but it's more of like a team thing, a little bit more of a
Yeah.
motivation in
If
before
you-
the game.
If you're talking about the drafts in the grand finals, for example, those are more or less prepared.
Okay.
I went to eat breakfast, sat down with team. I told told them this is what we do, or maybe just Box. I don't remember who I told, but I definitely talked with Boxy.
Yeah.
And then like we said, this is not gonna work. This is gonna work. Blah blah blah. And we had like few drafting routes, few like options, and pretty much went with how they drafted. So
Yeah.
that's like, I mean, like we didn't expect the Valkyrie Curse, for example, from them last game, but like that was like that's just unique. But the
Yeah, I definitely
pretty
get
much
the
everything
point.
else was like expected, and like we didn't need to talk about that much.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Get you. That's definitely a good point to make, because there's a lot of teams, like the other teams especially, are going to sit behind you guys when you're playing at the LAN event, and then there is going to be a lot of discussion about the draft, and I mean, you're definitely going to talk about your team, like, or talk with your team about like, okay, this is what we should do when we go up versus BMG, for example. So things like that. Yeah, okay. I'm happy. I was going to ask you guys about the whole transitioning Box into like more of that mid role and Mighty Marcus into the suicide role, but I feel like you guys already covered that part, so I'm all good. Elton, yes, congratulations, of course, to making it to DreamHack Summer.
Thank you. Are you coming to DreamHack, maybe?
Yes, I live next door. I'm going to have Nolson Gaming
Do
boot
you
camping
have
at my place.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
where do we boot camp then?
What?
Just kidding. Roxy, you have a place, right?
Mm-hmm.
That must
Yeah,
be
are you-
nice.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Well,
go ahead,
as
Ricky.
far as the LAN goes, I mean, obviously the World Finals, their first LAN event, but that was all the way in Thailand, across the world. It must be a nice change of pace, knowing that it's actually going to be right next door for you guys, or a lot closer, obviously. So
I think the trip was a lot of fun, but I think
Yeah.
it's going to be a lot of fun meeting a lot of Swedish people
yeah,
as well.
Yeah, I think the same thing.
Because Swedish people are awesome, or what?
It's gonna be more of a home
Thai people
crowd.
are pretty awesome.
Hopefully-
it's just that they don't speak the best
Hopefully,
English.
this time I'm not gonna eat that much, that many burgers.
good
All
call.
right, seeing as
Actually,
with our,
try Swedish food.
seeing as we're on that topic as well, are you guys? I mean, I know that you guys just qualified now, and there's a lot to take in. But have you guys been thinking a little bit about? And now when we're talking about the boot camping and stuff, are you guys perhaps planning on coming to
Yeah.
Dream or gen shipping?
Rob, do you? I mean, you have. I mean, we're planning to bootcamp, I
No,
guess.
we're probably gonna boot camp. I'm not sure, like how the place is looking. Originally, we might boot camp at the Cupid
Offices, yeah.
offices, whatever,
Yeah,
like, sponsored by
headquarters.
BMG. Yeah, that's it. We're gonna discuss it later.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Boxy can come. Maybe you promise it now in front.
Also, hopefully they're not like taken by another team.
Because it's like, maybe I have to study. Last week in school,
Oh boy,
important.
yeah, important stuff.
I'm just kidding. We're probably gonna we for sure gonna boot camp. We just don't.
Don't know where yet.
Matter of where and when.
Lovely.
All right, guys.
I'm all good.
Well,
Thank you very much.
yeah. I think we can start wrapping this up here. I want to go through, as usual, here and give you guys a chance. Any shout-outs you want to make? We'll start with Baltazar here. Any shout-outs you want to make here?
Graphics.
Shout out, yeah, GoFX. Shout out to Masera sponsors, my friends in my town, Trollhättan, and my team. That's it. My mom as well.
All right.
Yeah,
Root of
that's
Z. What about you?
Friends, family, team, sponsors. Going to Sweden. DreamHack back. Let's see. Can we get new Riftwalker skin maybe? Hello? Mr.
Oh, jeez. How long has it been? Has it been a
Frostburn.
while?
I don't know. We have the I don't know. It's been a while, yeah.
We'll have to
Boxy skin.
Boxy skin?
Boxy
Yeah.
skin. 1 year and 2 months later. It's coming. It's coming.
All right, is that it?
Yeah, that's me. That's
Okay.
it.
I mean,
Boxy?
yeah, shout out to friends and Milk Fat for cheering on us. And I don't know, to my team. We had a lot of fun playing qualifier this time, at least we didn't get rigged. This is, I don't know, look forward to meeting everyone at DreamHack, both the people we haven't met yet, and like Nalston and Recent Gaming and those. And also seeing the Thai teams, and of course Breaky and Snowy as well. Yeah.
Hype.
Hype. Fusin, what do you got?
Shit. First of all, shout out to that really nice fan who whispered me. I know his name. I forgot, but he knows. I'm
I
talking about him.
have it. I have it here. Hang on.
Whatever. Like I've never gotten such a nice whisper. Like, thank you. I couldn't answer, but like
Very cool.
I was AFK and went back, and he was like, "Come on, keep fighting. We believe in you, BMG." Stuff like that. So shout out to all the fans. Shout out to team and sponsors. Shout out to Frostburn Studios. I think that's the name.
That is the name.
You guys are amazing, and shout out to Okami and Solar Club, I guess. Shout out to everyone who's watching the podcast. Yeah. Oh, shout out to Kraken. This is not shit talk. Friendly shout.
I like how you have
I'm
to
looking
say
forward
that
to-
after you give him a shout.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I don't know what's
People will
being.
misunderstand.
It's
I
gonna be a
know.
lot of seeing crack, I guess.
Yeah, like
Yeah, it is.
I can't wait for
Cracky,
the
I want
Fresh
to-
versus
what-
BMG matchup.
But there's no hard feelings.
yeah, no, Cracker, I want to see you again.
Well, you are now. That's
Just not
everything
on
works
the
out.
first place, but
Oh.
just kidding.
All right.
That's it.
That's it. Okay. Make, what do you got?
Hello. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Shout out to all my friends watching, and shout out to team. Shout out to Trash Talk, and I don't know. I don't know. Shout out to Twitch chat for always being so nice. I'm done.
Shout out to Bjorn.
Oh, there we go.
Everybody shout out to Bjorn. All the
I
time.
said sponsors and BMG is part of it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Easy.
I'll let that slide.
But of course, shout out to Bjorn.
Of course.
Of course.
Just a given. All right, guys.
Shout out to Tobakas.
Oh, shout out to Kronos F. being the
Shout out to
BG.
Hardcore Gaming, aka.
Okay, let's wrap this up. Okay. BMG, it's going to be fun once again seeing you guys. This time in, of course, Sweden, and can't wait for that. So congratulations again, and we'll be seeing you in Jönköping.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
All right. Let's go back to this call here. There we go. Okay. So that will officially start wrapping it up here as far as our coverage goes.
Break you there?
I am here. I'm muted. There we go. Now you should be able to hear me.
Yeah.
I was muted. Yeah. So I was gonna say though, I guess we're in that spot now, but starting to wrap up ourselves. Yeah, good interview there with those guys. Again, they're clearly excited, as you would expect, and going to be going to DreamHack now. And yeah, I really mean it. I mean, this has to be one of the best LAN events we could possibly ask for and have had in Han's history, as far as the potential. Just the amount of good teams that are going to, like, every single team has potential to do something at this event. So, going to be fun. Going to be fun times. But,
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
yeah, and then that's cool to hear about you and Nolson as well, hosting them, and that'll be, I'm sure, fun to do that. So, all right, so let's start wrapping this up here, though, Snooey. First off, of course, thanks for co-casting yet again. A lot of fun as always. Do you have any shout-outs? Anything you want to say here before wrapping up?
Yes, yes, a few things. First of all, of course, shout out to Quincy as always. Amazing stats. I personally just love it. It brings so much to the whole homecast experience. So keep up with the good work. Other than that, I want to give a shout out to the Facebook group Heroes of New Earth at DreamHack 2015, which was started by Katie. We mentioned that during the last qualifier as well, but you
Yeah.
guys should really hit that up or look that up. I mean, it goes for all viewers, everyone in the community. You know, we want as much people there as possible to support all the teams. This is going to be the biggest event in Heroes of New Earth history. I think that's safe to say because everyone, you know, it's going to be crazy. Simple as that. So I mean, just hit us up. Hit us up in-game competitive players. Hit us up on Facebook. It doesn't matter. We want you there. I mean, we want as much support as possible. So don't be afraid to contact us. And last but not least, I mean, shout out to all the teams. These qualifiers have been truly amazing. It's a little bit sad that they're over, but we still got a lot to come. I mean, this DreamHack event. So yeah, thank you for all the teams for actually playing their hearts out throughout the 5 qualifiers. And shout out to the Twitch chat for all the support and all the nice comments in there, as well as you, Breaky, of course, for having me here as co-casting. It's been a blast, and hopefully we get to do it again sometime. Other than that, just yeah, good night.
All right. Thanks again, man. It was fun. And well, on that note, I think that it's going to start making it official, guys. Wrapping up here from Honcast for the night. Once again, big congratulations to Bad Monkey Gaming. They are going to DreamHack Summer 2015, joining Sync, Nullstone Gaming, Reason Gaming, as well as Fresh, and of course even Acer Dog and MRR from Southeast Asia. So it's set up to be one of the better events we've ever seen, and can't wait for that in Jönköping, Sweden. Again, I believe June 13th, if I'm not mistaken, is the first official date of the event. So still a little bit about a month away or so right here. Now with that said, in between, of course, we still got stuff happening, including this week, the Deadeye Bounty League action going to be coming at you, starting with continuing on with the group stages even, what is the final week of the group stages. And both matches, both on Tuesday and Thursday, very important matches to determine who moves on in the next round and then eventually competes for that $14,000 prize pool. Best of 5 format all the way through, and even a best of 7 finals on top of that. It's just a lot of Han to be coming at you here on Honcast, and you do not want to miss on any of that action. Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern, 1800 Central European Time. Sync Esports versus the same Team Who that we saw today, going at it in a best of 5. That should really be a good series, no doubt. So, and I look forward to also perhaps another event popping up here before DreamHack. Gonna have some fun with that. As far as this coverage goes, though, guys, we are wrapping it up. Enjoy the highlights here as always. Hosted caster after, or streamer even. And we'll see you next time here on Honcast. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. We'll see you on Tuesday.